What's going on, boys? Noguys here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we're going to go over some tactics for team of the season, especially for the Premier League team of the season and Ultimate team of the season. We've got a defensive tactic, a kind of moderate tactic we use the most of the game, an attacking tactic, and we've got an ultra attacking tactic, my new one that came out the other day. So basically when you want to go towards the higher ranks, you want a formation to close the game out. One, if you want ultra attacking, and two main ones you'll switch between. Before I go into tactics, I just want to say as well, understand first of all, mental health is the most important thing. If you're not enjoying this game, just don't play it or take a break. When I play this game, I have to because this is what I do for a living. But most of you guys are not playing this game for a living. And even then, most of the pro players don't even play. So at the end of the day, mental health comes first. Don't sacrifice your mental health or your health. The game comes second. Your health comes first. It's very, very important you understand that. The rewards are not worth it. Honestly, the rewards, I've got some terrible red picks. It's not even worth even thinking about it. So anyway, let's go into it. So tactics. So I've gotten rid of my 4-3-3 here. The 4-3-3 is still a very good formation if you want to use it. I've just changed to 4-2 because I think sometimes if someone changes to a 5-striker formation or with 4 backs overlapping, I prefer to use a 4-2-3-1 because I can also attack with it because I'm comfortable. If you're not comfortable with attacking, defending with a 4-2-3-1, go ahead and use the 4-3-3. These are tactics. In terms of the instructions for the 4-2-3-1, again, this is my defensive tactic. This is a defensive formation where I'll be using, and feel free to pause it. This would be the formation I'll be using, let's say when I'm winning 1 or 2-0, my opponent's applying a lot of pressure, and I'll have everyone on comeback and defense. Two CDMs, both cut passing lanes, stay out while attacking and cover center, and left back and right back on stay back. I normally relegate Crespo to a right back, and what I do sometimes is manually I trigger him going forward, and that way I kind of create that double up situation down the wing. But again, this is my formation for a defensive stance. If I'm winning 1 or 2-0, I want to close the game out, I will use this 4-2-3-1. Feel free to use, if you want to, the 4-3-3 as I mentioned in my last video. My main formation is still the 3-5. People ask me, have I stopped using the 3-5-2? No, I still use it. Balanced 4-3, long ball 5 and 3. I've increased and decreased the width. I was testing some things out. In terms of this formation, it's the exact same system as it always was. Nothing's really changed. We got one of the strikers on comeback and defense. That means when, let's say I don't have the ball, this guy comes back and he makes a midfield 3 along with Trent and Tagliafico. I actually played Tagliafico there. He does a very, very good job as a CDM because he's high. Second striker on stay central, stay forward. Your utmost most attacking striker will go here like you use Sabio, and the second striker's got fitness, have gone there to someone like Ronaldo. For the cam, I've got Messi back in my team. I put him on stay forward, so these guys are on stay forward. Left mid and right mid, the usual. Come back in defense, get it behind, get into the box across, conservative interceptions. Both CDMs are stay back, cut past lanes, cover center. I can always trigger these players forward using the L1 button. So never feel like you're only bound to use, for example, a certain playstyle. I just increase it as I want to and when I want to with the L1 trigger. Just for information, don't forget I'm using a long ball tactic. That means that when I do have the ball, all these players will be making runs going forward. So long ball just means that when I have the ball with my CDM, all these guys will be making runs going forward. And that's kind of beneficial because that way you create a good numerical advantage. A 5v5, you're up against your opponents, a 5-3-2, or against a back 4, you should be very much in that benefit. Again, what I'll normally do is I'll play this formation most of the game. And let's say, for example, my opponent goes a bit more attacking, I will change to the 4-2-3-1, still be attacking but be a bit more defensively stable with 4 defenders. Because what I'm finding what a lot of people are doing now, because everyone is playing 5-3-2 now, a lot of people have got 4-4-2 with left mid and right mid, all these 4 players on stay forward, or they've got a 4-2-3-1, people have got these guys on stay forward and up against your back 3. Because don't forget, in a 3-5-2, you're going to have a back 3. So a lot of people are countering that system. So I have a 4 defender formation there, and then I have a 3-1. So that way, if my opponent goes into a 4-4-2, that way I don't get numerical disadvantage against my back 4. Because obviously, when it's 4v3, it's really hard, especially distributing the ball with your CDMs and your opponent counters you. Middle formation, I got the 5-3-2. I'm probably going to change this to the 4-4-2. Just because I don't use a 5-3-2. If you use a 5-3-2, feel free to still use it. Just for my playstyle, I don't like playing down the wings. I prefer to be in the central area. I don't cross the ball. Balance 3, high depth, fast build up play 5 and 7, the regular over there. Fast build up play just means as soon as I get the ball, these guys of course are going to be racing going forward. Both strikers on stay central, stay forward. And what my left centre mids on get forward, my right centre mids on get forward. So this is a very ultra attacking variation. If you're not used to it, you can of course feel free to put someone on stay back while attacking like so, if you are not 100% sure. What I normally do is I move, for example, someone like Tagliafico or Team of the Season player in that role. I find that Team of the Season cards, especially fullbacks, work very well in these dynamic centre mid roles. So that is one thing to bear in mind. But if you want to, you can just play a striker there. I've done that as well, and that's completely fine. So I got my central guy and stay back, right? So what that means is when I get the ball, this guy, that guy will be going forward. So how I supplement that is I have my left back and right back. These guys are on stay back while attacking, conservative and overlap. You might be thinking, are they going to stay back while they're attacking? Well, they don't. If you watch my video, my most recent 5-3-2 video, I explained that the left back and right back, they go forward now using attack and fullback. So the benefit is I attack in this system, but only when I want the fullbacks to go forward, then I activate attack and fullbacks, the D-pad instruction. So even though this is stay back while attacking, it overrides that and they still go forward. So he stays back, this guy goes forward, this guy goes forward as well. And then the two strikers on stay central, stay forward. And then when I need to, I can always activate the hug the sidelines if I want to be very much wider, the left back and right back. Or I can very simply just use attacking fullbacks. These guys go forward and it ends up becoming a formation where you have 4 strikers, as in you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have these guys creating a wider width. So really, really good attacking formation if you want to as well. Then we go into the ultra attacking tactic. This is my blitz tactic. It has replaced the 4-3-1-2 because the 4-3-1-2, it was alright, but it wasn't attacking enough. And I found that I'm not using this formation most of the time. So I was like, what's the point of having 4 defenders? I might as well have an all-out attack formation. So that's when I brought the blitz back. Pressure on heavy touch, because obviously it's an attacking tactic. You can use constant pressure, but I prefer to use pressure on heavy touch and use constant pressure with the D-pad tactics when I need to. And my width's on 4, my depth is on 7. Don't forget it's an attacking tactic only. Let's say if I'm winning, let's say I'm losing 1 or 2-0 and I need to get the goal back or I need to win the game, then I'll change this formation around about 70 minutes. Fast build up play, 1 width. Don't forget the team becomes very much wider. Don't forget when you use hug the sidelines, if you activate hug the sidelines, the team becomes narrow by default. So especially these wide players over here, so you don't actually need to use a wide width. So the idea is we have a spear type concentrated attack down the middle with 1 width, everyone very narrow, very compact, going in a kind of a horseshoe towards the opponent, and then when it kind of flats out into like a horseshoe to like a shoe horn, should I say, kind of like a flat, kind of like almost a banana shape when you're attacking. And then you can of course use hug the silence to make it wider. Players in the box, you put this on 7. Again, if you don't cross the ball, feel free to put this down. And then 4 corners and free kicks on 1. For instructions, both strikers stay forward, stay central, get in behind. And don't forget, these roles are actually centre mid. So when you're defending, they're going to be coming back to defend. And when you're attacking, they're going to be going forward again. So they're on get forward, get in behind, cover center for both of them. So that just means that when you do have the ball, you're going to be defending in like this, and you're going to have this guy coming here, this guy coming here. So you're going to be defending like in a 3-3. When you get the ball back, these guys are going to go forward. Now what this is actually your wingers. I don't know why it's set up like this. It shouldn't be like this, but these guys should in fact be over here, but I don't know why they're on the inside. It's not the same in pro clubs than online, but fast build up play. Fast build up play would stay forward. That just means that when I've got the ball, all these guys are going to stay forward. The left centre mid, the right centre mid, and they're going to go into these pockets, and they're going to play like kind of like inverted wingers, kind of inverted inside forwards. You could think about it, or like kind of cam inside forward hybrids. Don't forget the D-pad instructions is very important. You want to use extra striker. That way these guys end up coming inside the box. So you need to make sure the extra striker D-pad tactic on. In my opinion, let's leave all the D-pad tactics on, in my opinion. And you want one guy, of course, to be cut past the lane, step back while taking cover center. That way, if you do get counter-attacked, at least you got one guy there left. Because having three centre backs is not good enough. But also, you need one guy who's got good agility and balance so who can bring the ball going forward and bring the ball going backwards. So make sure you do have that in place. But anyway, guys, that is a tactics video. Thank you very much for watching. This is my team as well, just in case you're wondering about the changes. This is my team, as you can see over here. I brought Messi along. I packed Crespo very luckily last night. Eto'o still stays in the team because he's untradeable anyway. And that's pretty much the team. I ended up buying Tagliafico and playing him in CDM. A fantastic choice. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.